I could not be, hold on. Dunkin' Donuts, so good. Not a hot take at all, but so good. I know I'm not the only one who has been feeling really stressed recently, and I guess I know why. I know the cause of my stress, but it doesn't make it any easier, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to that feeling. And I don't know if I'm just speaking for myself here, but I find that if I'm not as productive on the weekends as I am on the weekdays, I start to feel a little guilty, which is so strange. It's like the weirdest thing to feel guilty for, and it's also not healthy because first and foremost, we have to take care of ourselves. So I think today is going to be the first day where I try and get back to my less stressed nature on the weekends, and I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. Hi, by the way, if you're new to my channel. If you are new here, my name's Danny. I'm so happy that you found this video and decided to click on it today. As you guys saw this morning, I treated myself to some Dunkin'. At this point, this is no longer a treat yourself thing. It's something that I very much do once a week, but you know, I'm gonna continue looking at it as that because it's something that I look forward to, and although I spend money on it, it's money well spent in my eyes. So one thing that I've started doing during the week that I found has really helped me come the weekends is keeping a running list of tasks that I need to get done once I have some free time. And these tasks are not big whatsoever. I mean, they're as small as paint my nails or anything like that. But I found that sometimes on the weekends, I feel like there's this void because I want to be working and I want to be doing something productive, but I feel like I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm almost not used to having all of this free time, but keeping this running list really helps because I'm able to go back to it and be like, oh right, on Monday I told myself that I wanted to paint my nails this weekend, so let's paint my nails now that I actually can. So we're gonna do this, and in doing so, it allows me to cross something off of my to-do list, and even though in the grand scheme of things, it's a very minor activity and it's really not all that productive, you guys know that the best feeling is being able to cross something off your to-do list. And also, while painting my nails, it allows me some time to be off of my phone, but because as human beings, we are overstimulated as it is, I always watch a TV show as I do my nails, and this is another thing that I'm not able to do during the week because I'm working. And I've been catching up on this show called The Bold Type on Hulu. I honestly would say that this is my favorite show at the moment, which is a big statement because I have lots of favorite shows, but it's really, really special. And the fact that it covers a lot of really important topics that sometimes are considered taboo. It's just an amazing show, very well executed, and I think that you guys would love it. Alright, my nails are done and they look beautiful. And before I forget, I want to share with you guys what I ended up doing this morning because I mean, one thing that I'm sure we can all agree on is that we haven't been nearly as active in our lives recently as we were pre-COVID. And especially me, somebody who's never really been into working out whatsoever. I always relied on my walks to and from class when I was in college in order to get my body moving. And since graduating, I haven't been doing anything. I'm not even gonna lie. And now that I'm working a 9-to-5 job, I'm moving even less because I sit at this desk literally all day long. So I recently found this video on YouTube and it's called 15-Minute Dance Party Workout. Full body, no equipment. And it's by MadFit. This video has 13 million views, so clearly she's doing something right and people really like this. And I am now one of those people. I had so much fun doing this morning, and it's just such an easy way for me to get my body moving, but do it in a way that I actually enjoy. I swear to God, you cannot make this shit up. I was about to tell you guys how whoa, hello? I was just about to sit down with you guys and tell you how the other day I made a purchase to help me manage my stress and that I was kind of frustrated because I got a notification saying that the package was delivered 2 days ago and I never got it. And I'm standing here looking out my window and look what I see. This entire time, I thought that little thing sitting in the snow was one of the bricks of my walkway, and that is my package. My package that has been sitting in the snow for 2 whole days. So I am now faced with the decision. Do I go outside and brave the 25-degree weather for 2 seconds to grab my package? Or do I wait until my dad's home and have him do it for me? That is a very, very tempting option, but I also want to show you guys what's in it. So I guess we're getting the package. My neighbor's literally outside snowboarding. There's no part of me that wants to have an interaction right now, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay, that's actually really cool. You know what? I'm just happy that I saw it. I feel like I wouldn't have noticed had I not been staring out my window until the snow melted, which honestly, in New York, God knows when that's gonna be. All right, here we go. has been secured, and honestly, if this was gonna happen at all, meaning me losing my package on my own front yard, I'm happy that it happened during the winter time rather than the summer, because if this happened during the summer, this entire bottle would be melted and totally useless to me. I had a pretty stressful week this past week, and one day in particular really got the best of me to the point where I ended up getting pretty upset. And I'm a self-aware human being, sometimes more so than people give me credit for, so I'm fully aware that when I get super stressed out, it usually has less to do with the tasks that I'm being handed and more to do with the fact that I'm doubting myself. I seem to always find a way to convince myself that I'm gonna mess something up, that I'm gonna let people down, and that I'm gonna do something wrong, even if I haven't even tried yet. It's just something that goes on in my brain, and it's not healthy. I don't like the fact that I do it, but I'm aware that I do, so it's important to be able to get a handle on these things. And it's different because all my life, I mean, with the exception of my 3 summer internships, my job has always been YouTube. And when obviously that gets stressful, because it does, I'm able to only rely on myself and I'm able to go at my own pace. And unless of course I'm working with a brand, it kind of comes down to me and only me. But now that I'm working a 9-to-5 job, there are people who are relying on me to do certain tasks by a certain time and do a good job on them. And I also put pressure on myself because I want to do well on them. So because of all this, I took it upon myself to find a way to try and manage my stress. And the first step to this is we're gonna try out CBD. So this package right here is from Highline Wellness, and each gummy inside is only 10 milligrams. So I'll probably start with only taking one and see how I feel. Honestly, I don't think it's gonna be anything dramatic, and hopefully I see major benefits from it. But if you guys have any experiences on CBD, I would love to hear all of your thoughts. Let me know. I feel like it could open up a fun conversation, but I am really excited to try this, and I can give you guys updates along the way. When I was a senior in high school, I went through a bit of a phase of using Crest white strips borderline too often. But I look back at pictures from that time and my teeth have legitimately never looked better. So I would love to be able to get back on this bandwagon again, of course in moderation, and start whitening my teeth again. Obviously, this isn't something that prevents me from working whatsoever, but during the week I have so many other things on my mind that I forgot that I even had purchased this pack of white strips. So I figured maybe we can get on it now and create a bit of a habit that I can continue on into this upcoming week. And now with my 30 minutes of speaking with a slight lisp, I'm going to use this time to finish up this episode of The Bold Type. I actually have 25 minutes left of it, so this is perfect, and then I can take these things off and hopefully we'll see a bit of a difference. Doing a face mask is yet another one of those activities that is so insignificant in the grand scheme of things, but it somehow makes me feel productive. Do you see this little hair sticking out of my bun? Hello, what are you doing? It somehow makes me feel productive, and I'm not sure how, but because it's the weekend and I'm treating myself in all senses of the word, I'm going to do this tonight. Do I look like Mermaid Man right now? I look like Mermaid Man. I dare you. I dare you to find a difference between the two of us. As I do this and wait for it to dry, I figure I could talk to you guys about a fun idea that I've had recently. I don't know when this is gonna be executed, but I know once it is, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I look so fucking stupid right now, but I know once it is executed, it's going to be so much fun, so I can just share it with you now. I wanna make a Patreon. And I see so many people making Patreons revolving around their secret little hidden talents like calligraphy or graphic design, and all of that is amazing, but unfortunately I'm not good at any of that stuff, so I can't provide any value there. But I think that one thing I'm definitely going to start doing once the world becomes a bit more normal, whenever that might be, is I'm going to start pushing myself out of my comfort zone when it comes to dating. I want to go on as many dates as possible. I've told you guys that I'm on Hinge, and also with men I meet in the wild. I'm never opposed to any of that. And I want to be able to share these dating stories with you guys because good, bad, or ugly, it's always going to be entertaining. So I can't do that on a public platform like YouTube because it gets tricky, but I can't do that on Patreon because the only people who are going to see it are people that are paying for it. You see what I'm saying? And obviously the prices would be so cheap because I'm not gonna make you guys spend $20 to hear me talk about what I ate for dinner. I don't know why, I just feel like that would be a lot of fun. And obviously I haven't done it yet, so if you don't think it's a good idea, no hard feelings, but I would love to hear your feedback because I think it could be kind of cool. It really only feels right to end off this night on a movie, but I don't know which which one. So I want you guys to comment down below what your favorite movie is. I've recommended quite a few of my favorites in the past. For reference, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, When Harry Met Sally, Before We Go, and recently I watched Mystic Pizza, which was really, really good. It's with Julia Roberts, and I like lighter movies, personally. So if you guys have any movies along those same lines that you think I might like, leave them in a comment. But I'm just gonna jump on Netflix, see what I find. Maybe something fun. Okay, since when do they have What a Girl Wants on Netflix? Because this is news to me, and I feel like I need to watch it because that's old school Amanda Bynes, and those movies are always so good. What a Girl Wants and She's the Man are two very, very good movies. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll watch What a Girl Wants. I feel like it'll make me feel nostalgic, and I would love that right now. Good night.